شایان ذکر است طی اخبار دقیق اطلاعاتی بر اثر تهاجم دیروز نیروی دریایی سپاه به محل تجمع مخفی افسران آمریکایی در امارات 37 نفر به طور قطعی کشته و تعداد زیادی نیز مجروح و به بیمارستان‌های شهر منتقل شدند.
As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran.
Hours before Donald Trump's much-awaited speech on the Iran war, reports emerged that nearly 40 U.S. troops may have been killed in a devastating Iranian strike, raising questions about the real cost of the confrontation. Critics now allege a huge blow to the U.S. military is being downplayed, accusing Trump of hiding the full truth about the deaths as the administration struggles to control the narrative and avoid domestic backlash. Iran on April 1st claimed that 37 U.S. troops were killed in a single strike amid the war, a dramatic allegation clearly aimed at showcasing its offensive power and undermining Washington's narrative of dominance. The Iranian military further claimed that the U.S. suffered dozens of casualties in a strike on the UAE, suggesting that American forces and bases in the Gulf are far more vulnerable than the Pentagon is publicly willing to admit. Iran said it targeted a gathering of U.S. troops near the Al Minhad Air Base in Dubai, portraying the attack as a direct response to American operations and a warning that any regional hub supporting the war is now a potential target. Notably, no U.S. or UAE officials immediately confirmed the claims made by Iran, raising questions about the accuracy of Tehran's narrative and highlighting how information warfare is shaping perceptions of this conflict. Iran's military also claimed responsibility for an attack on an oil tanker belonging to Israel, framing it as part of a wider campaign to hit Israeli-linked assets far beyond the immediate war zone. This was the second such attack in just 2 days, with an Israeli cargo ship reportedly being hit earlier, signaling a deliberate effort to threaten maritime traffic and raise the costs for Israel and its allies. However, in his speech on April 1st, Trump claimed that only 13 U.S. troops had died so far, a figure that sharply contrasts with Iran's boasts and adds to the confusion over the true human cost of the conflict.
نیروی دریایی سپاه در 5 عملیات گسترده و پردامنه با ترکیب موشک‌های بالستیک و کروز و پهپادهای انهدامی اهداف برجسته نظامی دشمنان آمریکایی صهیونیستی در منطقه را منهدم ساختند. در نخستین هدف تهاجمی این نیرو 2 رادار هشدار زودهنگام در اختیار آمریکایی‌ها در منطقه و مستقر بر یک سازه دریایی در آبها و جزایر امارات با دقت بالا منهدم گردیدند. یک نفتکش متعلق به رژیم نامشروع صهیونیستی با نام آکوا-1 در منطقه میانی خلیج فارس در رزم موشکی دلاور مردان دریایی سپاه پاسداران نیز مورد هدف قرار گرفت و در حال سوختن است. از سحرگاه امروز چندین فوج پهپاد انهدامی به سمت ناوگروه مستاصل آبراهام لینکلن در شمال اقیانوس هند شلیک شدند که با توجه به مستندات و تصاویر ماهواره‌ای این ناوگروه از مکان قبلی فرار و به عمق اقیانوس هند عقب نشینی کرده است. شایان ذکر است طی اخبار دقیق اطلاعاتی بر اثر تهاجم دیروز نیروی دریایی سپاه به محل تجمع مخفی افسران آمریکایی در امارات 37 نفر به طور قطعی کشته و تعداد زیادی نیز مجروح و به بیمارستان‌های شهر منتقل شدند. ارتش جمهوری اسلامی ایران از بامداد امروز محل استقرار هواپیماهای سوخت‌رسان آمریکا مستقر در فرودگاه بنگوریون و سایت راداری کشف و رهگیری موشک‌ها و پهپادهای رزمی و سایت‌های جنگ الکترونیک مستقر در امارات را با پهپادهای هجومی مورد هجوم حملات خود قرار داد. تهاجم قدرتمندانه نیروهای مسلح جمهوری اسلامی ایران و همزمان حملات شجاعانه و مؤثر گروه‌های مقاومت با بهره‌گیری از موشک‌ها و پهپادهای هجومی پرقدرت و نقطه‌زن باعث گردیده است تجمع نیروهای آمریکایی و صهیونیستی را با دقت هدف قرار داده و به هلاکت برسانند و من نصر الا من عند الله العزیز الحکیم.
As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran. Twice this past month, I have traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil, and I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, their husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, "Please, sir, please finish the job." Every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast.
US support to the UAE's air defense has quietly intensified after Iranian barrages exposed just how big Abu Dhabi's war footprint has become. Iran's missile and drone attacks have highlighted the UAE's deeper role in this conflict, far beyond being a neutral trade hub. Sustained strikes on Abu Dhabi have triggered a rush of urgent reinforcement moves to thicken its defensive umbrella. Under direct Iranian fire, the UAE is rapidly expanding a layered air defense network instead of waiting for slow, peacetime rollouts. Defense Security Asia reports that Abu Dhabi has shifted from simple procurement to full war-ready defense mode, with systems being rushed into combat use. Back in 2022, the UAE signed a major deal for 10 South Korean Cheonggung-2 air defense batteries to form the backbone of its mid-range shield. After Iran's latest strikes, Abu Dhabi reportedly received another Cheonggung-2 battery ahead of schedule under an emergency delivery push. That extra battery expanded coverage over key areas and reduced the risk that a few overstretched systems would be swamped by mass barrages. Multiple defensive layers now ring the UAE's critical infrastructure and energy facilities, from ports and refineries to power plants. Experts say this thicker network also sends a deterrent signal to Tehran that future strikes will face denser, more lethal defenses. US Patriot and other long-range systems form the top layer, hunting high-altitude, longer-range missiles before they near major cities. Cheonggung-2 batteries provide medium-range cover over key cities and infrastructure, filling the gap beneath Patriot and above-point defenses. Short-range systems and point defenses guard bases, energy hubs, and command posts against drones, rockets and leakers that slip through. Reports say dozens of Cheonggung-2 interceptors were pulled straight from South Korea's own stockpiles to meet the UAE's urgent request. The delivery timeline was sharply compressed because Abu Dhabi was under real-time missile defense pressure, with launchers firing nightly. Under that pressure, Seoul reportedly agreed to send more than 30 interceptor missiles from its own inventory as a stopgap. Emirati C-17 transport aircraft flew into South Korea's Daegu Air Base around March 8 to 9 to airlift the missiles home as fast as possible. The accelerated arrival of these interceptors underlines an urgent shift from peacetime procurement schedules to full war mode logistics. By early 2026, at least 2 Cheonggung-2 units, integrated with US Patriot and other systems, were already seeing live war use in the UAE. In those first real engagements, Cheonggung-2 reportedly achieved interception rates in the 90 to 96% range against incoming Iranian threats. Cheonggung-2 is a medium-range interceptor designed to counter ballistic missiles, cruise-type threats, and advanced drones aimed at key assets. It is optimized for targets within roughly a 40 to 150 kilometer engagement envelope, covering wide swaths of Emirati airspace. The system operates alongside US Patriot and other batteries as part of a tightly networked, layered defense architecture. Its main strength is a high interception success rate under real combat pressure, proven during Iranian barrages in 2026. Rapid resupply by strategic airlift has allowed the UAE to sustain Cheonggung-2 operations through repeated waves of attacks. The US midterm elections are slated to be held on November 3, 2026, a crucial date when millions of Americans will head to the polls to deliver their verdict on Trump's leadership and the direction of the country. The midterms will decide control of both chambers of Congress, the House and the Senate, effectively determining whether Trump can pursue his agenda smoothly or face gridlock and aggressive oversight from a hostile legislature. Republicans currently hold narrow majorities in both chambers of Congress, meaning even a modest shift in voter mood over the war and its costs could be enough to flip control to the Democrats. A Snap poll by Ipsos suggested only 27% of Americans support the attack on Iran, signaling that Trump's decision may be deeply unpopular and could become a central issue in the upcoming campaign. Crucially, 43% opposed the strikes, and 56% said the president used too much military force, highlighting a serious public backlash that Democrats are likely to exploit as they challenge Republican candidates in key races.